All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and get started. If you want to find a comfortable seat, settle in. My name is Laura Henriksen. I'm the program director here at the Poetry Project, and I am extremely excited to be with you all this evening for readings by Andrew Smyth and Nile Harris. But before we get into tonight's program, I have a few quick space reminders and updates. There are 2 all-gender restrooms located upstairs and 2 more down here on the first floor. If you need access to those first floor restrooms, just find me or anyone on staff tonight and we will get that door open for you. It's such a pleasure to be with you this evening. I hope very much to see you again at the Poetry Project. We have a lot of wonderful stuff coming up this spring. Next week, on Wednesday, 2 true Poetry Project icons will be with us, Maureen Owen and Susie Timmons. I'm really looking forward to that. And then on Friday, we will be gathering to remember and celebrate Bernadette Mayer on the occasion of what would have been her, I think, 78th birthday. So that will be really special in the sanctuary, and I would so love to see you there. Those are all of my updates and reminders. So with that, I'm so excited. We will be hearing first from Andrew Smyth. Andrew is one of our Emerge Surface B fellows this year and has been working with the really luminous Myung Kim. So Myung can't be with us this evening, but has sent a recorded introduction for us to play to introduce Andrew. So with that, we'll turn it over to Myung's intro. Thank you, Noah.
Of an introduction for Andrew Smyth, I would like to read a palimpsest of notes I took during my conversations with Andrew over the last several months as part of the Emerge Surface B program at the Poetry Project. I hope this provides a glimpse into the tenor of my experience of Andrew as a thinker and writer whose multiply flexile linguistic and formal registers engage the everyday and the ethereal, the architectonics of minutiae, and the residue of transhistorical matter. Chronospatiality, iteration, recursion, dissipation, reticulation, shifting the tonal field. A choreographic score, sacred geometry, sensory deprivation, sensory derivation. The well-tuned piano, Lamont Young, started 1964. Zora Neale Hurston, Children's Games, 1920. Walking in an exaggerated manner around the perimeter of a square. Bruce Nauman, 1968. Epistemological succulence, splice, juncture, temporal and cultural markers. Poetry works the semiological vortex of the lived. A lush burgeoning. Please welcome Andrew Smyth.
augmentation of vision with the sound it has excluded, the augmentation of reason with the ecstasy it has dismissed, the possibility of significance at the level of what abounds or augments meaning, the augmentation of vision with the sound it has excluded, the augmentation of reason with the ecstasy it has dismissed, the possibility of significance at the level of what abounds or augments meaning. Civic portraiture.
Tener al sonido como primer sentido organizador de la percepción te permite observar otras cosas de la realidad. Como ir a contrapelo de una cosa muy fuerte en nuestra cultura, que es que tenemos una organización del tiempo y de la narrativa muy ligada a lo visual, pero profundamente ligada a la idea de línea, de la línea de la visión, la línea del tiempo, a una idea del sujeto por encima del objeto. En el mundo de lo sonoro uno está inmerso. En el mundo de la visión, esto es un esquema, porque si nos guiáramos por la fisiología sería otra cosa, pero el esquema cultural de Occidente, me parece que es el que yo conozco, no sé si en otros lugares habrá otro, pero es el sujeto dominando lo que observa. Y en un esquema que tiene como sentido organizador el sonido, uno está inmerso en un mundo donde las jerarquías no son tan claras, donde no está el sujeto tan por encima del objeto. Entonces, en ese sentido, a mí me importa el sonido.
Effusiveness, logorrhea, wordiness, profuseness, filibuster, pleonasm, gibber, a flowering, vernacular, patois, colloquial, provincialism, idiom, improper dialect or parlance, lingo, argot, gab, obscurity and artificial light, a flowering. Of aesthetics is not to comprehend artworks as hermeneutical objects. In the contemporary situation, it is their incomprehensibility that needs to be comprehended. Understanding itself is a problematic category in the face of art's enigmaticalness. Artworks that unfold to contemplation and thought without any remainder are not artworks. What they hide is visible, and is, by being visible, hidden. judgment itself undergoes metamorphosis in the artwork. The enigmaticalness only bursts open in the distance. This obstinacy is the negative appearance of their truth. The question of semblance and the rescue of semblance as the semblance of the true. The black and gray of recent art, its asceticism against color, is the negative apotheosis of color. The tenebrous has become the plenipotentiary of that utopia. Art's methexis in the tenebrous, its negativity is implicit in its tense relation to permanent catastrophe. Could be louder.
How does music assimilating in my body induce tiny muscles at the base of my hair to contract, alter consciousness? There are symbols and characters within listening. There's exchange. The experience is real or non-real. It's the same thread through. We grow reflective after trying to distinguish these sounds. We discern the romance in light sonorities turning to myth. A swamp becomes a wish machine. A belt of transmission between our respective dreams. A way of spatializing growing feelings of alterity surrounding us in a light of rotting vegetation and richness. The unfurling of language. To unmodulate, unform, must darken so far through devotion, summoning, make light with if distribute, form, secular, modernity, convulsion, laughter, the eventual thing, emit,
who droplets of succulent dew recusal light with ineffable continue to for idiomatic procedure, the entropic being the constructive factor of verse language, of the operatic transubstantiation process would so do if this were or not my having only itself. How inserts English the implementation of legal technicality, ecumenical froth, destituent briefly into space, having with feeling tooth in it, word dramaturgical layering, luxury, my life, the ideological contouring of plunder, the rejection of intersubjectivity, soldier, my Jeremiah from the territory, comfort, being how to do or with such pictured modulates and tropicalized shibboleth beside me, a hiatus of comprehensibility, poetic, empathy, in vagabond interior of the personhood, brutalized, method of ownership now, and the linguistic, do wish to, and weirdest like repeatedly throughout the pageantry of rhetoric, social bewitched, a distorted, and stay upside down world, mixture. Such proposition there in social regress from proxy, position, dissymmetry to profiteering utmost, forcible performance to engulfment of world surface, such that semiosis texture, its sound elsewhere ever distributed regressive speech and economic which the unlimited effect of social action, the phasing and defacing of group consciousness, how the unlimited effect of undoing when self becomes their work, the ritualization of depletion, the ritualization of regularity, diversion, folly, unfinished, endless, opulent transience, the lusciously pictured, obtuse, unforming, bearing and enjoyment, my work, it makes me cry. Appearing.
The hyper-perception of one's own voice, breathing, and other internal sounds. Korean folk music, influences of shamanistic ecstatic possession, Confucian concept of right conduct, Buddhism's meditative quest for nothingness, each tone perceived as alive, embodying its own individual shape, sound, texture, vibrato, glissando, expressive nuances and dynamics, precise timbral presence of each tone. Orphic hymns.
Thank you.
This mic for me, Noah. Thank you. Andrew, thank you so much. I'm so transported. I'm deeply breathless. That was such a gift. Thank you so much, Andrew Smyth. Thank you, Chris Lee, who was accompanying. That was astonishing. Let's have another round. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. I wanted to show you. We also have these really beautiful broadsides that our neighbors at Archie's Press made special for tonight of one of Andrew's poems. So they're available for sale over at the book table. They're breathtaking. So be sure to pick one up before you head home. All right. And with that, I'm so honored and delighted to turn it over now to Malcolm X Betts, who will be introducing Nile Harris.
Oh, this is so hard. Hey, bestie. I rode the L train here, and I had this out-of-body experience, and I wanted to give it's not funny, but yeah, it's funny. But I wanted to give a moment of silence for Jordan Neal. So if you can close your eyes, and yeah, I also wrote some things, and I'm thinking about how it's assumed that this building that we sit in was built off of the labor of enslaved people. So a moment of silence. Yeah, I want to say my relationship with Nile Harris has been a very meaningful one, and it's wanted to say the reasons why I'm alive and while I continue to make the work that I do. Yeah, I'd like to say we have this joke that now is the Little Nas X of the scene. And I would say like the biggest lesson that I learned from Now is it's okay to be a coon. You can be a coon and still show up for your friends and community. You know, you can still be a coon and show up to do the work. But yeah, away from that, like I think Niall's like in his 20s, and I think he was born to be a star, like a small town Florida boy in New York City. Let's give it up for Nile. Yeah. I think one of the things that's like sticking with me is like even through low technical performances, you should have high ambitions, like this one tonight. And like in the face of adversity and all these like systematic things, yeah, I mean, choose victory. And Now has taught me to choose victory. And like, you know, as he excavates through like these like childhood memories and these semantic investigations, I think that's what makes him charismatic. But I'm just always thinking, I just think he's a really good liar. But I still show up to the studio anyway, but yeah, I love him a lot. And I think like, yeah, I guess like all jokes aside, yeah, I just want to elaborate how talented and brilliant he is. Also like, yeah, I wrote this corny joke, like if this was RuPaul's Drag Race, he would win Miss Congeniality. But like, I mean, fan favorite. And it's like if you received a rejection letter from a grant that you wanted, most likely Now has received that grant. I was just here to be an understudy. I don't know why they invited me. I'm sucking at this or not. Or oh yeah, Nile also has taught me that it's okay to fail. It's okay to fail and fuck up. I had more things to say. Are you finished, Nile, setting up? They said I have 5 minutes. Okay, no, it is. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know why they invited me here. I didn't even know Nile was a poet in the first place. Yeah, and thanks to Andrew. Give it up for Andrew. The reason why we're here. I don't know. Andrew, yeah, give it up. I don't know where this is going. Should are you ready? Or can you feed me a line, please? When I get scared, poems are the things that hold us together. Words, performance, dance. This setup, this low technical, high ambition setup, and you know, it was moody a little earlier. I don't know why it's so bright. Maybe it was are you ready? Okay. Okay, it's 5 minutes, right? Or, you know, I don't have a voice recording or no audio. You know, okay, it's perfect. Thanks for that. This is a safe space. Thank you. All right. Oh, that girl's on her phone at the door. Okay, she's looking up. Hey. Okay, I'm just gonna turn over to Nile, the Black Power Bottom Little Nas X of the Poetry Project. Woo!
That is where this healing is going to start. You got to look at your broken places. Look at your broken places. Not excuse them, not try to fix them, you got to just look at your broken places and then understand where that break is bleeding into your life. Because if you got a break, it's bleeding somewhere. And then don't just do pain management. Be willing to do the surgery. And the way that you do that surgery is tell the truth about what you feel, not about what they did or what happened. Tell the truth about what you feel. I feel broken, I feel crazy, I feel weak, I feel less than, I feel stupid, I feel lost, I feel hungry, whatever. Tell the truth about what you feel. And stop pointing fingers and blaming about what people did and didn't do. My father wasn't there, and as a result, I feel like nobody will ever accept me as I am. And I've got to prove who I am by doing so much and giving so much. That's why I sleep around. I just want a man to accept me because my father didn't. That's the truth. Tell it. And then forgive.
Tell the truth about what you feel and stop pointing fingers and blaming about what people did and didn't do. My father wasn't there, and as a result, I feel like nobody will ever accept me as I am. And I've got to prove who I am by doing so much and giving so much. That's why I sleep around. I just want a man to accept me because my father didn't. That's the truth. Tell it. And then forgive. damn near willing to just let him talk to me crazy because that shit was out of this world. Like, yes, Daddy, yes, okay. Like, I was literally willing to ruin my career. If this ever came out, who it was, you would be like, bitch, do you know what Google says? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But I also know what that dick said. That dick spoke life into me, invigoration, blessings, soul, turmoil. But heaven, Jesus, Allah, sorry, please God, understand, this is just my truth. This is just my truth. This is just my truth.
I was damn near willing to let him talk to me crazy. Like, yes, Daddy, yes. I'm failing myself. The score cannot be failed. You know when things get so abstract, they get non-existent? When they get non-existent. Laura asked me to read a poem.
That is where this healing is going to start.
Alan spoke already. We heard from her already. Okay, so Laura asked me to read a poem, and I have not done that yet. So before I wrap up, I have to read a poem. Okay, let me think about this. Okay. Any thoughts, Malcolm? Okay, this is fun. I fed you a line. Can you feed me a line? Because I'm struggling up here. I don't know what to say. Can you feed me something? Anything? Oh, we were talking about that in rehearsal. I'm afraid, but I'm brave. That's helpful. I'm afraid, but I'm brave. Like, I do this to myself on purpose. Like, I get up here. Oh, someone told me the other day that my work is about making a fool of myself. And that really hurt my feelings. And that's kind of true, but it's kind of like not true at the same time. But I am afraid and I'm a brave. And I'm like, done this to myself a couple times now in the past few weeks where I'm like, I'm going to get up there and I'm going to plan nothing. And it's going to be amazing. And sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. And then like sometimes I get to these moments where I'm like, what the fuck did I just do to myself? Like, why did I just do this to myself? But I don't know, there's a lesson in it, I suppose, like making myself like get in front of you all and like make a fool of myself or embarrass myself, think I had something to say and then realize that I had nothing to say, is maybe like the lesson of it all. Because I really wanted to write a really good poem, but I didn't take the time to write anything. So maybe the first lesson of writing is creating the time to write. So that's one of my takeaways from this gig. It's like, when asked to read writing, write it in advance. But then we wouldn't be experiencing this beautiful moment right now if I didn't like do what I thought I was gonna do, give up on it halfway through, and then be like, let's just talk. So maybe that is a lesson there too. Improv is about saying yes. So in some ways, there's a lesson there. And so much of this is about approval, like seeking your approval. Like by me like taking up this space and kind of not really doing anything that performative or that interesting, I suppose, is like me sort of trying to like dance alongside your approval. Like I have already disappointed myself, so now I can like play with you all and be like, oh, am I disappointing them? Am I disappointing myself? But I'm glad I took off my mask and decided to talk to you all instead, because I was getting kind of stuck. So, yeah. I want to say something really good before I close, because I'm about to close soon. Malcolm, can you come up here? Malcolm's like, I'm not getting paid. I know, I'm not getting paid. But I need to call you in, because I'm like, this is not fun.
I just had one drink and...
I know, maybe I had too many.
Where's the bartender?
I know, they're in the back. Okay, so...
Andrew looks so serious. Hey, Andrew.
I mean, Andrew is serious.
Serious. That was great.
It was really good. And this is that we have to save it in the next 3 minutes, and so we can walk away with people thinking that we're serious. Okay, so what can we do in the next 3 minutes that will like make people think that we're serious?
I like to believe I'm a really good dancer or whatever.
I mean, we are really good dancers.
Yeah.
But I'm in my post dance phase. Like I'm like trying
Poetry.
But poetry of the body, dancing.
Okay.
Should we dance?
Not like the Nuyorican Poetry Club.
Cafe.
Sorry.
We love them too.
Yeah, we love them too.
The Nuyorican Poetry Cafe?
Yeah.
But this is like the white edition. This is cute.
Yeah. But are we doing digital whiteface?
Are we doing digital whiteface by reading at Poetry Project? I'm like, that's deep. That's deep. That's deeper than I'm ready to go. Yes, we are doing digital whiteface by reading at Poetry Project.
Okay. Yeah.
But I was doing like explicit whiteface.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So is it really digital if it's tangible?
Up to you to decide.
But that was like, okay, so that was like, when I was planning this performance this morning, this is what I was like, this makes a lot of sense. Was, okay, so this painting says, my friend Dyer made it. It's a Bachelard quote that Jess Barbagallo introduced me to. Okay, facts do not explain values. And then that's why I was like, oh, you know, Jasmine Sullivan's talking about, you know, wanting dick and like, you know, the values not lining up with the actions. And then that's what was like about the black power bottom and then the white mask and being like, I want it. And I know in my brain that I shouldn't want it. That's why you dance? So you don't have to think? It's not true. I think that's not true.
I'm also not being paid. So.
But no, you're doing great. You're doing great. No, I'm not trying to ask you to dance either. Because if I was like, Malcolm, come here and dance and save this gig. I know, you're saving me.
No, I mean, you're saving me.
We're saving each other.
Okay, cool.
Okay, but we shouldn't dance. To dance would be, that's cringe.
This ain't dance-based project.
I know, we don't get invited to perform over there.
Yeah.
I only get invited to perform. But that's like another thing. That's like a whole nother thing.
You ain't the it girl yet.
But I am the it girl. Yeah, you know. But then like that's what's really humbling about it, because you can feel like the it girl and then you can do gigs like this where you're like, bitch, like, girl. Like, girl, you need to get some practice. Okay, so that's helpful. Okay, so we know that we are not going to dance for them. We know that you are not getting paid. We know that I didn't do digital blackface because a white face because I did.
Person. You did it in person.
I did like I did like an embodied white face, I suppose. I know we have this platform. We should use it.
Yeah.
Or not.
Or yeah, you should use it. Say whatever you want.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to figure out what I want to say right now. I wanted to say something meaningful before I ended, but I think this is meaningful.
Yeah.
I mean, your introduction, like I said, was better than the show, and like I think to end back where we started is kind of dramaturgically whole. No, that's real. We just should talk about it. We should talk about it. I felt that way when I was like coming in. I was like, oh my God, my heart is beating really fast. This time. Because sometimes the bodega weed will have you feeling cracked out.
Yeah.
Don't smoke bodega weed.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's why I moved to Williamsburg.
Better quality
I
weed.
can't afford it, but it's dispensary.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is interesting. In a weird way, like I was kind of like, oh, Laura invited Malcolm to introduce me without asking me about it. And then Malcolm was,
But no, sorry.
no, we
Because,
can,
you was like, they invited someone else.
there was rounds of the introduction
And
asked.
I was like, they don't know you. Sorry. But I'm glad I was invited.
But yeah, I know this is like full circle. I think that Laura knew what I needed.
Yeah.
So trust your curators, I suppose.
Yeah, or you can ask Laura, what do you need now?
Laura, okay. Laura's like,
And Alex Satarski's here.
oh my God, Alex Satarski's here? Oh my God, she went to the bougie show first. I got into this situation because of Alex Satarski. I was like, let me take a bunch of gigs on this spring and not prepare for them, and then see what happens. And this is not as fun as she makes it looks.
Yeah. This is fucking hard.
This is hard. She's like, no, I came up with it on the train. Like,
Coffee cup.
poetry from t-shirts, poetry from t-shirts.
But she fucked it up for 2 hours. I'm not gonna lie.
That was a really good show. Okay, so this has made this so much better. Oh my God, this is so much better than what I was gonna do. Okay, so, no, I'm about to wrap up. No, I brought you up here to talk.
Oh, okay.
But
you have to sell them something. Like, do you have like a chapbook or
oh,
Venmo that they can donate to, Cash App or something? This is hard labor. You know.
I know. While we have this platform, we have to like sell something. Okay.
The white people look like they're ready to leave.
I know they really are.
He's saying like, give me the fuck out of here.
But I don't blame them. Like, if I was watching this show too, I would be like, wow, this is not a show.
Yeah.
But it's a poetry reading. Let's be fucking for real.
Don't you do that?
Yeah, I think we snap in poetry. Oh, let's do a little percussive snap. When I feel deeply, I feel things. Okay. Okay, we need one last final gesture to like really like tie the bow. Okay, yeah. Oh, I love how I'm like flash.
No, I mean, don't look at me.
Okay, I won't look at you. Okay, so. Okay, it's about visibility. Okay.
Just imagine Alan Everly's Revelation.
Oh my God. Okay, no, this is great. This is a great beat to end on. Okay, so everyone open your eyes and watch Malcolm walk down the stage and think about Alvin Ailey's Revelations. Way in the water, way in the water, children now, way in the water. No, we're not dancing. We're just walking. Slow processional. Way in the children. This is so sad. Like, I didn't want to bring up like Negro spirituals. This is a bad note to end on. Way. Oh, I mean, this is true. Okay. Wait in the water. Wait in the water. Children away in the water. Wait. Poetry Project, and this is Saturday Night Live! The writer's strike might be on, but Nile Harris is a scab. Nile Harris is a scab. Down with unions, I'll write your TV shows today, tomorrow, and next year. Find me on Snapchat and just on Snapchat. That's the thing I'm plugging. I'm plugging my Snapchat. Thank you, Laura.
Oh my God, Nile, Malcolm, thank you so, so much. I'm so profoundly grateful for the poem that you wrote and didn't write. That was really, thank you. And thank you all so much for being here. I want to say a special thank you to Noah Mendoza and Lixie and to all of the volunteers who made this night possible. Really, really amazing. Thank you. Thank you all. I hope to see you back at the Poetry Project again very, very soon. Night.